Bro, Hondas. We're awkward. It's our first day, but it's okay. At least we're not. Yeah. Yeah. Now. You can't get demonetized on the first video, guys. Can't do it, no. Now that we're up, and I promise we take care of our cars, you know. I know I wouldn't be smacking the car around, but he doesn't mean it. We appreciate our cars. We take care of them to an extent. Like this one. You see this? Oh, geez. He's got cow wheels. That's okay. We're going to fix this. You know, you guys are going to be along. Progress. You guys are going to be along for the journey, you know. We're going to get this done. But today, we're going to be installing underglow for low cars. This underglow is the best because, first of all, it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap as heck. Also, it's got little strips, hecka tiny strips that are gonna be adhesive to the car, so that if you're running stupid low to the floor, it's gonna be okay. It's not gonna fall off as easy. So this is what we're talking about, super low. It's only gonna be that much off of the car. So we should keep it on the car for at least a week. That's the goal, at least a week on the car. All right, now we got it up on the ramp, so now we have enough height that we can fit our jack underneath the car to raise it up. But first we're gonna go over the underglow. I don't know what this brand is. It's kind of just on Amazon right there. I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm not gonna say it, but this is a super good underglow kit. First of all, it's only $70, so you're not breaking the bank. So if you break it off the car, it's not gonna hurt your pockets at all. It is adjustable with your phones, which is the best because it's all Bluetooth. You don't have to have wires going through your whole interior of your car. You just turn it on with your phone and you don't got to worry about it ever. This underglow the most because look how thin this is right here. For if you're low to the ground like us, we're sitting about like 4 inches off the ground and all the time. So no matter what, going up driveways, no matter what, 4 inches all the way around. But this underglow is so thin. Look at this. It's literally not even the pinky width. And this underglow is the best because, dude, it sits right on that car, and when we go over things, there's a less chance it's gonna freaking scrape off. We're not gonna have to worry about it. Hopefully it can stay on the car longer than a few weeks. I remember I had an underglow kit. It stood off the car about 1.5 inches, and it literally broke off when I went to the gas station. No one's coming back. I burned my yep. We're gonna install this today, and first we're gonna raise the car, and then we'll go over installing. Now to lift the other side. Think I can make it all the way over there? No. Nice. Nice. Oh, something fell off. All right. Put this right there. No. It's on. This is dumb, dude. No, I'm making it. All right, round 2. Okay, side note, this is how everything works when we work on cars. Bruh, this boy. I'm the support, dog. He works on everything. I just sit here and I talk to him. He's the support. Some people listen to music when they work on cars. This guy sits in the corner and talks to me. But hey. We talk for 2 hours straight, dog, and it gets done. It's all right. Might take a little longer that way, but it gets done. All right. So first, gonna get this all lined up with the car underneath. Stretch it all out. Try to put it in the spot where they're gonna go best, and then we'll start putting it up on the car. So first things first, all we did was lay these out underneath the car on each side. It doesn't matter if it's on this side of the tire because it's gonna be able to fit underneath, but if you have something holding up your car, make sure it's on the outside of it because it's gonna be on that outside skirt. So make sure it's not going to be in the way of that. And then we just line it all the way back and then all the way to the back as well. On this time, we went on the inside of the tire because these tires are still on the floor and we don't have to work around that. We don't want to have to lift the car, so we're going to leave it like that and just have them go on the inside. So first, before you get them adhesive, what is it?
Tape.
Hold on.
Before you tape them, dog.
Take two, Owen. Take two, okay?
Oh, am I saying it?
No, I'm gonna say it. Anyway, so you wanna take these apart. We're gonna have to feed them through underneath the car before we tape it onto the splitter. And then underneath, you just have to find a certain spot. It doesn't matter where. I've done it previously. I've done underglow before. It just ripped off. These are the old brackets. But we found, oh, I'm trying to find, right here. We already have preset holes right here. So we just cut 2 tabs on the side so it can peel out a little further. And just shove it up there, and it's gonna go all the way up to the top of your engine bay where you can get it connected to the fuse box. All right, now you can see they're coming through the bottom. Got the first one in.
Gotta grab the other.
Working on the second. I'm gonna have to grab it. Maybe if I, oh, okay, I see it. Pull the first cord, pull the second cord, and now they're out. Now we have connectors to the thing. Pull it all the way down till it hits the control box. Now that module is gonna stay up in there and it's not gonna fall out because it's too big of a square to fit through that hole. So now you don't gotta worry. You can put some tension on these this way. We're gonna attach that way.
Pull it down.
Oh no, it's okay like that.
Well, I was gonna say pull them all the way down and then.
That's as far as it's gonna go.
No?
But it's okay because it's gonna reach. It'll be okay. It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
You pull. Oh, there's the other box in there.
So basically, just feed it on down there until you find a good spot for it to go, like we did. That's fine. We can sit this up here just as long as it's not near anything hot. But eventually, it's gonna connect to the positive and our negative right here. But I trust this company. We're not gonna test the lights. We're just gonna wing it. All right, now we're gonna connect these. It doesn't matter what side you connect it to, but we're gonna connect these together and then we're gonna start putting up our underglow. Pretty simple. See if I can figure it out myself. There we go. Screw them in. Nice and tight. And I forgot, but we have all these old brackets. Makes it easy because since we have the same underglow kit again, I can just unscrew one side. We can feed it through there again and screw it back up so we don't have to worry about it. But some of these are gonna have to go. Some of these are gonna have to go out. So we're gonna clean it up and then we'll get putting it on. Now to start the underglow, we got it wired through there, through the hole that we made earlier. What was it? Oh, side note. Another side note, hold on. Okay. Let's see what this guy's got going on right now.
California weather, dog.
It was windy, now it's not windy. It was sunny, now it's not sunny. And this guy is sidetracked. Like I said, he's just the entertainment of doing car stuff. He's just gonna be in the corner, doing his thing. Trying to fly a kite. See how good it's working. All right, that's all the time you get. We're going back to the car stuff. Get here. We're gonna do the car stuff, what you guys came here for. Not to see this guy run around in the street. So, back to it. We got it through the hole, got it wired up that way. I did the first one right now, just hold it in place. So basically I had these brackets from the previous because I always go with the same underglow kit, and I got it strapped right there. Next I'm gonna strap it there. And this is our midpoint. This hole right here is our midpoint of the car. So basically we wanna get this one right there, right next to that midpoint, the closest we can, and the other one right next to it as well, going the other direction. These kits do have like that flow glow, so it will start like red here, for instance, and the red will travel through the side and all the way down the other side. And we want to keep it symmetrical, so we're going to put on this side as well, in the same spot, lined up with the center of the car the best we can with this hole. And so red will go this way and that way at the same time. All right, so what I'm going to do Got my little torch. I'm gonna heat the plastic and then we're gonna get it going. I don't know how accurate it is, but I always think that if I heat my plastic first, my adhesive is gonna stick better to it. So we're peeling. We're gonna line up with, let's see if I can get that. What, Owen? Okay. Seems legit. So now that we peeled it, gonna line it up the best we can with this. Gonna go a little off of it right there. Tuck in. Tuck it in, tuck it in. Just gonna go all the way through. And if you line it up with something in the center of the car, it's never gonna be off-centered. So always start from the front and move to your outside areas. And then once we come up on this bend, just turn it a little bit. And then I already have this bracket here, so I'm gonna lift up the bracket. Move it around. Owen's catching me on fire. And then I'm gonna go right off the edge of the splitter because it's hot. Yes. So we're gonna, because this is a different fabric, so we're gonna go from the crack right here, and then we're gonna go onto the splitter. If you don't have a splitter, the splitter lines up with the bottom of the bumper, so you can just go off the bottom of the bumper if you wanted to. Just keep that line going. And then all the Camaros have the same bottom end, so your underglow will stick in the exact same spot, just like that. All nice and good. And then we're gonna screw in that bracket. We'll probably put another bracket right here, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. Hold on. The side skirt's pretty easy. I made some of these brackets that come with the kit, as well as I got some of the zip ties they have. So we're not gonna worry about getting the wires in there yet. We're not gonna get the wires up there yet. First, we're just gonna line this up in the middle, and we're gonna first we're just gonna line this up. We're gonna line it up on here the best we can in the center, and then we will bolt it up with our little brackets that we made right here. And then after we have everything bolted up, that's when we're gonna do our wiring to get it all snug. But first, we're gonna line this up, get this with our brackets. They do have an option, so if your car has somewhere adhesive it can stick to, maybe like a smooth area like that underneath, it can do it, but mine doesn't have that. So we're gonna put brackets. I already have holes from previous kits, so I'm just gonna go off of these holes and line it up at the end and then screw it in right there. And there he goes with his kite again. It is a windy day, guys. Hopefully you can hear me through this wind right now. But yep, there it is. Am I getting it? Let's see. I have no idea where it's at. There it is. Doing his thing over there, doing my thing over here. Gonna get these on, and then I will be back when this is installed. The front's installed. We're gonna go back to it at the end to double check everything, just to go over it one more time. All right, after that really long time, I finally got it done. So basically just want to put brackets at the very end, super tight, right before this little edge, and one at the very end. Those are the most important because you want this to be tight to the car. Like there's a little play right in this one, you can barely tell. See if you see that. Barely any play, but just get these brackets, line them down the side the best you can, and so that there's no sag. But be careful. Something I learned that I should have done a long time ago is, see all these extra holes I have now? Make sure, just because it's under the car doesn't mean it doesn't need to look nice, because I know if I ever take this side skirt off, there's gonna be millions of holes underneath this inside my side skirt. So if you can, try to use as minimal as possible, but also you want to get that tight fit like this one right here. But yeah, so that's the side skirt. Now we're gonna move on to the back. Symmetrical on both sides, so like I was saying with the red, when it comes down the sides, it's gonna meet in the middle. So try to line up the best you can underneath. I love underglow, you know, gotta love it. Love the extra little spice to the car. And I once had underglow from a really expensive company, and I put this bar underneath here, and basically it's a pretty thick bar. It's the one that I broke off the very first time I had, and it goes all the way across. So I kept that bar in there because it's so nicely secured, and I keep reapplying my underglow to that previous underglow bar that I had. So basically with the new stuff, I'm just gonna rip the old stuff off, and I'm gonna put that new stuff right on top of that underglow, make it really easy. Some people put it right here. The only thing with putting it over here, it's gonna be visible when people look at the back. Under there, it's gonna be completely hidden, and it's gonna shine on the tips a little, so that's a little cool tip. So we're gonna get that lined up, and then we will go over the whole kit after that. Peace. All right, so now with the wires that we had, we're just gonna fasten these up anywhere we can just to make it nice and tight. So like we said in the very beginning, we don't want anything touching anything hot, like maybe this right here, this pipe right here coming from the intercooler area. So right here, this is our negative. We attached it right there. Not too crazy, just a little snug. Then we found this red hose that goes into the fuse box. This is our electrical. So we just tightened it down right there. So now we have electrical coming through here, right there. And we got negative going right there, running our ground attached to the car. Now, just to double check that everything is on, we got this one on, got this one on, and then do a little walk around for you guys. We got this underglow side on, that strip is on as well, and going all the way around to the back of the car, we got this one and we got that one. So now the underglow is all installed and it is all lit up through the front fuse box. When you guys have this extra wire just hanging around, literally all you have to do is hang it up anywhere in the car where it's not going to be either pulled on, ripped out, or anything like that major. So I used to have an exhaust, I did a muffler delete. So basically this old hanger, this is how it looked like in my previous setup. I literally just wrapped the wire around this hanger until it was tight enough under here where when this the suspension traveled, it wasn't going to get caught on that. So we just made it tight enough as much as we could, got rid of all that wire, and just zip tied it up, and we're all good. So that's pretty much it for the installation. Just get all your wires cinched up as close as they can without getting ripped off, and that'll do it for you.
Don't pray me.
That's scary.
You want to get straight with pepper spray?
The app that I use for this is called LED Hue, LEDHUE. You click on it, you can scan through. It's got like TV, bedroom, all this stuff. You're gonna want to go with SP110E. Click on that. It's connecting. It's fully connected. So to turn the lights off with the app, all you have to do is hit the off button, and now your lights are off. We'll show you that again. Now it's on. That's the main power button. Then you can also go, make sure it says 600 pixels. If it doesn't say 600 at the bottom, something is wrong with your LEDs and you got to check it out. They could be getting too much voltage or too little. So that's why you want it to say 600. Then you can hit enter. Now we have our modes. The top ones are the ones you can change, and the bottom row is the ones that are always going to be there. So you can go purple with it if you'd like. You can go green, anything you like. Also, it has little arrows on the top. You can hit next. It's going to cycle through those colors just like that, giving you that nice effect. Sorry about that wind noise. And then you can also turn up the speed. So on the second row right here, you can make it go faster like that, or you can make it go slower like this. And then on the top row, it is the light adjustment. Pretty self-explanatory. Not really that hard to learn the app. And then on the bottom, I'm not sure what that is. It is not lit up, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Not too crazy. But yep, that's the app. This is the underglow, and then we're gonna put it on the floor and we'll check it out tonight. So you see it came out pretty good. You can't see any of the wires. You can't see any of the light strips at all. This LED pack is really good at hiding everything, making sure it's really slim. Not gonna be able to see anything. And yeah, it's pretty cool.